Is your website actually pulling its weight in your business, or is it just sitting there looking pretty? Most business websites are built like brochures, nice images, vague headlines, and a contact form. But if you want to grow, attract the right audience, and stay visible in an AI-driven search landscape, your site needs to do more than just simply exist. It should educate, it should sell, and it should be working harder than any other marketing tool that you own 24/7. So in today's episode, we are talking about how to turn your website into your most valuable marketing asset. You'll learn how to structure your content for both humans and for AI, and what makes product pages and blog posts discoverable in search, as well as how we help our clients here at Marketing Leap turn underperforming websites into growth machines. Welcome to the Digital Success for Business podcast. I'm Leanne Cohens, digital success coach and founder of Marketing Leap, and with over 11 years in digital marketing and more than 30 years as a business owner, I know exactly what it takes to turn a website from a liability into a lead-generating, client-converting asset. So let's look at why most websites aren't cutting it and what you can do to fix that. Here's the hard truth. Most SME websites or small business websites are designed to look good, but not to work hard. They're filled with industry jargon, vague calls to action, stock images, and fluffy headlines. They focus on aesthetics rather than outcomes. And while a clean design is really important, it means nothing if your website isn't turning visitors into leads or customers. Now, most websites were either built years ago and never revisited, or they were rushed out without a clear plan. So quite often, they might be missing a compelling homepage that speaks to your ideal customer's needs, clear calls to action that guide visitors to the next step, trust-building elements like reviews, case studies, and guarantees, and structured content that Google and AI tools can actually understand. And another major issue, there's absolutely no strategy behind the content. Many small businesses treat their website like a business card, a place to say, we exist, here's our phone number. But if your website isn't answering the questions your customers are asking, if it's not showing up when people search for solutions, and if it doesn't guide visitors to take action, then it's not working for you. A high-performing website needs to do more than look good. It needs to rank in search, build trust fast, show your expertise, and make it easy for people to take the next step. So let's get into how you can actually hit those 4 points, because this is exactly where most businesses miss the mark and where opportunities lie. If you want your website to work as a marketing asset, it needs to be easy to read and easy to understand, both by humans and by machines. So let's start with the human side. People don't read websites, they scan. They look for headlines, keywords or key phrases, and visual cues that show them they're in the right place. And if they can't find what they're looking for in under 10 seconds, they're going to leave. And here's what your content needs to do. Use clear, benefit-driven headlines, not clever taglines. Break up paragraphs with bullet points and subheadings. Use direct conversational language that reflects how your customer thinks. And always lead with the problem your audience is trying to solve and show them how you fix it for them. Essentially, you write for your customers. Now for the AI side. Search engines and AI tools like Google's AI overviews are no longer just ranking individual pages by keywords. They're analyzing the full structure of your content. So what does that mean? You need to use proper heading hierarchy, so headers, H1, H2, H3, to show structure. You need to make sure that you are creating internal links between related pages and blog posts to build topic clusters. Adding schema markup, so AI knows exactly what each section of your site means. FAQs, products, articles, and the like. Including relevant keywords naturally, not stuffing, but signaling context. AI needs clarity. The more your website is structured around clear topics and supported by well-labeled content, the more likely you are to appear in results, not just in traditional listings, but in AI-generated summaries. At Marketing Leap, we help our clients build this type of structure from the ground up. We use strategy-first content planning, Design pages that guide visitors and optimize layouts so both Google and your potential customers know exactly what to do next. So let's go deeper into what this looks like on your product pages and blog content and how to use both to generate real trackable results. Now, the two most underutilized pages on most small business websites are the product pages and the blog posts. So let's start with the product pages, as they're often written like internal text sheets or copied straight from a supplier. They're filled with specs but completely miss the opportunity to sell. They don't explain the benefits. They don't answer common questions, and they're certainly and quite often too thin to give AI anything useful to work with. You need to use clear, client benefit focused copy. What problem does the product solve? What features are your clients looking for? Focus and write copy around that. Connect your product pages to relevant blog posts or other resources on your website, because that then it supports internal linking and it helps Google and AI understand relevance and how to flow through your website. Next, add high quality images, ideally with multiple angles or use case shots. Include FAQs and comparison tables where relevant, and then structure your content with schema so that Google and AI can identify pricing, availability, and product features. So what is schema and why does it matter? Schema is a type of code that you add to your website that tells search engines exactly what each part of your content means, not just what it says. Think of it like giving Google a highlighter in an index guide. It helps AI understand whether something is a product, a review, an event, a recipe, or a frequently asked question. If your website is on the WordPress CMS, here are 3 of the best schema markup plugins for you. Now, the first plugin is Rank Maths SEO. This is ideal if you want an all-in-one SEO and schema plugin because it supports articles, products, FAQs, and gives some fantastic pointers and tips to help your website be found. The next is Schema and Structured Data for WP and AMP. This is great for more detailed or custom schema because it includes more than 35 different types and advanced display options. And then finally, a lightweight and beginner-friendly schema markup plugin is WP SEO Structured Data. It's perfect for basic schema needs without the complexity. Now, if your website's on Shopify, schema becomes even more important. Many Shopify themes come with built-in schema, but you can also enhance it by using paid apps like JSON LD for SEO, which helps products and blogs show up properly in AI search. Another Shopify app is Schema App, Total Schema Markup, and this app automatically generates and deploys the schema markup based on your Shopify store's existing content, ensuring optimization for Google rich results and supports various content types. And this includes products, blogs, categories, and reviews. Schemify is another app that delivers tools to boost your store's SEO and search visibility, and it offers seamless integration without modifying your Shopify theme and complements existing SEO tools. Now, if you've got Squarespace, it's different again, because Squarespace automatically includes basic structured data for products and blog posts. But for more advanced schema, sadly, you need to add custom code blocks or integrate with tools like Google Tag Manager, which is a bit more advanced for most business owners. And all this talk about schema and rich results simply means better visibility in search results, more accurate listings, and a higher chance of appearing in things like AI overviews or featured responses. Put simply, schema makes your content easier for AI to find, understand, and use. And at Marketing Leap, we make sure these tools are properly installed and structured, because adding a plugin just simply isn't enough. You need to connect it with your overall content strategy. As mentioned, the next most underutilized pages on most small business websites are blog posts. These are either outdated, stuffed with keywords, or written without any real audience in mind. They're not connected to anything else on the website and don't follow a content plan. So here's how to fix this issue. Firstly, build content hubs around key themes. Think of content hubs as a group of pages or blog posts that focus on one core topic, like branding for small business or gut health support. Instead of having one isolated article, you create multiple pieces that link together and explore the different subtopics in depth. This helps establish topical authority, which then tells the AI tools that this business really knows this particular subject. It also improves user experience by guiding your visitor from one useful article or page to the next one, keeping them on your site for longer and building trust. Next, you need to answer layered questions, not just what is X, but how to choose the right X or the best X for a Y situation. Use structured formatting, as I've mentioned previously. So yes, it is important that your headings, bullets, and quotes make the content scannable. Again, add internal links to product or service pages to support the buyer journey. And plus, it also helps Google and AI understand the product relevance and how to flow through your website. Finally, keep your blog updated. AI tools deprioritize stale or outdated content. And here's a recent example from a client in the health space. They had dozens of short, unfocused blog posts and generic product pages. We structured everything into clear topic clusters from stress support, gut health, energy, etc. And then we rewrote the blog content to answer real customer questions, added comparison tables to product pages, and then linked it all together. Within weeks, their AI visibility started to improve, and bounce rates dropped because the content actually guided users through a logical journey, so they stayed on the website longer. In fact, for all our SEO clients, we track the time that visitors spend on the website in different pages. Seriously, this approach works, not just for search engines, but for people landing on your site looking for answers. So let's walk through how we apply this strategy at Marketing Leap to help our clients turn static sites into conversion tools in real businesses with real results so that you can replicate it. At Marketing Leap, we work with Australian small businesses who are tired of having a website that just sits there. Our job is to turn it into a lead-generating, AI-ready marketing tool that supports their business goals, not just the branding. And here's what that actually looks like. Step 1 is always strategy first. Before we touch any design or content, we look at the business. What are your goals? Who are you trying to attract? What do you need your website to do, not just say? Step 2 is the website audit and text streamlining. We do a full audit of your existing site, including SEO, speed, content structure, and conversion pathways. We also look at your tools. Are you overpaying for disconnected software that doesn't talk to each other? If so, we clean that up. Then it's time for step 3, content planning and structure. We map your website like a customer journey, making sure that each page is all connected. We create content hubs and then link them properly. We apply schema markups so that AI understands exactly what you do. And then finally, it's time to build, launch, and support. And our in-house developers and designers build fast, clean, responsive websites on platforms like WordPress, Shopify, Squarespace, and even BigCommerce. We make sure your site loads quickly, looks good, and performs. Then we support you ongoing with content, social media, SEO, and paid ads. So here's a real example. Let's talk about Jeff. Jeff came to us with a website that was slow, clunky, and full of custom code that broke every time WordPress updated. He was paying monthly for MailChimp, ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign, Thinkific, Acuity, and Zapier, all while struggling to maintain consistency across his brand. Stepped in as his fractional CMO, we redesigned the site from the ground up and integrated everything into one streamlined system. Now his website hosts courses and events, manages subscriptions and e-commerce, delivers gift certificates and chart calculators, has a single integrated CRM and email marketing system, and it feels calm, clean, and consistent with his brand. Not only that, he saved over 60% in tech costs and doubled his customer engagement within 2 months. And that's the difference between a website that sits there and one that sells. And that's exactly what we help our clients build. And you can apply it to your business too. So let's recap what we've covered today to turn your website from a digital brochure into a lead-generating, AI-ready business tool. Firstly, I explained why most small business websites don't convert and how to shift from a brochure to a business tool. We then covered how to structure content for humans as well as AI, so that your site ranks, engages, and guides visitors through your website. You learned what matters most on product pages and blog posts in today's AI-first search environment. And then I discussed how we help businesses like yours build websites that generate leads, reduce tech stress, and drive real growth. If anything in today's episode made you stop and think about your own website, that's your sign to take action. Go and have a look at your homepage. Are you leading with value? Is your content clearly answering questions that your clients and your audience is searching for? If not, we can help. Head to marketingleap.net and book a strategy session, and we'll assess where you are, what needs to change, and how to build a site that supports your goals. And in the next episode, we're talking about content strategy and why content without a clear plan is simply just noise. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in to the Digital Success for Business podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on YouTube for even more tips.